The question is, what are the differences between double salts and complex compounds or coordination compounds, or what are the distinctions between the double salts and coordination compounds? We discuss about this topic in this video lecture. I am Atanu Betal. In this video lecture we discuss about this topic, so watch this video up to the end. And before starting this video lecture, I would like to remind you that if you are new to this channel or you do not subscribe this channel, then you can subscribe it right now. We start the discussions about our topic, and the first point that we need to note that example of double salt and complex compounds. Here K2SO4, or we do one thing, we erase the headline of this video lecture, and here we at first see the example of double salt and complex salt. Suppose K2SO4, Al2SO4, aluminium sulfate, and 24H2 to K2SO4 dot Al2SO4 whole 3 dot 24H2O. This is called potash alum, which is an example of double salt. This is example of double salt. This one is example when potassium sulfate, aluminium sulfate mixed in water. That time the salt form is called potash alum, K2SO4 Al2SO4 whole 3 dot 24H2. Similarly, if we mixed two salts, potassium cyanide and silver cyanide, it forms KAgCN whole 2. This is called complex compound. This is called complex compound. Name of this compound is potassium dicyanide (1). This is the name of this coordination compound. Here, what are the differences between double salt and complex compounds? We would like to discuss about this topic. The first difference between double salts and complex compound is their existing state. Double salt can exist only in solid crystal substance, means in the solid state double salt can exist only. In the aqueous solution or in solution in a solvent, double salt does not exist. Double salt dissociates into the component ions. So double salt exists only in the solid state, solid crystalline state, but complex salt can exist in the solid state as well as in its solution. In the aqueous solution or solution in any solution in solvent, this complex salt can exist, but double salt cannot exist. This is the first difference between these two kind of substances, double salts and complex compound. The second difference in between these two substances is equimolar proportion of the generally two salts when mixed together. Equimolar proportion, double salt is formed, but for the complex salt the constituent compounds are mixed in a proportion that may not be in a definite proportion to form the complex salt. There is no definite proportion to combine the constituent elements or constituent compounds. but in case of double salt equimolar, generally equimolar proportion of the constituent compounds are mixed together to form the double salts. The third difference between these two substances is the properties. Properties means the properties of the constituent compounds from which the double salt form and the complex salt form are different in case of the complex salt, means the properties of the complex salt is different from the constituent units, constituent of the salts, complex compounds. Complex compound, the constituent of the complex compound have different properties than the properties of the complex compound. Constituent have different properties from the complex. Complex have different properties from its constituent units or constituent salts from which it is formed. But in case of double salt, the properties of the double salt is the properties of the constituent salts, means constituent substance property equal to the property of the double salt. Double salt have similar properties with its constituent units or constituent salts, but complex compounds have different properties from its constituent salts. Okay, so this is the third difference between these two substances. Our fourth difference is loose identity. Double salts lose their identity in aqueous solution or in solution. Double salt split up into the component ions. As for example, if we dissolve the potash alum in water, it can produce K plus SO4 2 minus again. Suppose this potash alum is added in water. Potash alum dissolved in water, that time potassium plus sulfate ion, aluminium ion, sulfate ion, means double salt in water or in a solvent dissociate into component ions. Component ions that are present in the double salt all are break down into the component ions in aqueous solution or in solvent. So double salt lose their identity in solution, but complex salt, complex compound, suppose K4 FeCN whole 6, and if we add to water potassium hexacyanidopherate 2, this is the coordination compound or complex compound. When we add in water, it can produce only 4K plus FeCN whole 6 4 minus, means the iron ion, ferrous ion and cyanide ion cannot be dissociated here. This is in a complex part, and complex part does not ionize or dissociate. So complex compound do not lose the identity in the aqueous solution or solution, but double salt loses its identity in the aqueous solution and break down it into its component ions. The fifth difference between these two substances is that double salt is a example of ionic compound, is an example of ionic compound, means all the bonds present in this double salts is ionic in nature. Ionic bonds present only in case of double salts, but for the case of coordination compounds or complex compounds, coordinate bond means is a compulsory type of bonding. Coordinate bonding must be present in complex compounds, and ionic bonding may also be present, but in case of complex compound, the coordinate bond is necessary, means coordinate bond must be present. Okay. So this is about the bonding in the complex salt and double salt. Complex salt having coordinate bonding, and ionic bonding may be present here, and double salt have only ionic bonding. And sixth difference between these two kind of substance is the metal ion in double salts have normal valency. For this case, means double salt, the metal ion have normal valencies, but in case of coordination compounds, the metal ion have two types of valencies, primary valency and secondary valencies. Two types of valencies are present in case of the complex compounds. It have two types of valency, primary valencies and secondary valencies. So these are the 6 main important differences between the complex salts or complex compounds and double salts. Okay. So I think you understand this topic, that what are the differences between these two substances. If you have any question regarding this topic, then you can ask me in the comment section below. And if you like this discussion, and or if you have means a clear means you are finding some clear concepts from this discussion, then you can like this discussion and you can subscribe this channel also.